What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another live stream on the channel. It has been a minute since we've done one of these. I have been preoccupied, to say the least, and have not been able to do anything. So it's good to be back. I'm actually back home finally. I've been away for a while now. But yeah, now that we're back home for at least a couple of weeks here, I'm looking to do some more live streams for Simple. Whoop, no, not Simple Rockets, Juno New Origins. And yeah, we're here. That's all I've got to say about that. Jacob Daniel, Wills, Pedro, Stellar Suborbital, Nova, welcome back to the live stream. It's good to see you all once again. I hope you guys are all having fine nights. So, what are we doing today? Well, according to the thumbnail, we are going to be building a anti-satellite missile. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to launch it at one of the satellites that's in the community system, and try and throw up a missile, see if we can knock something out of the sky. Pedro says, are you in the beta branch? There's some great stuff to try if you want to use map view. Also, cute solar panel arrays. I believe I am in the beta branch. There's one way to find out. Let's take a look. Do we have new solar arrays? Are the solar arrays new? Have they changed? That looks about the same. Invert on me. I think I am. Yep. Yeah, everything folds angle. Yeah, the solar panels look about the same as when I left it. Nova, thank you for the $5, man. Hey, I really appreciate it. I'm not in the beta. Dang it. Hold on. We're not going to correct this for this live stream. Although I could. I mean, it is not that hard to download properties. Let's see if I'm in the beta branch or not. There's one quick way. Oh, I'm not in the beta. Whatever. All right, we'll get around to that maybe in another video. I'm not in the beta branch anymore. I'm just in the regular old stable release. But the stable release might be better for live streams because it'll be stable. But yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Let's just go ahead and dive into the build because this is actually going to be a little tricky because we're going to hit a satellite with a rocket or a missile. So we'll start out with our control. We'll do the command disk here. We'll set that as the primary. Get rid of that. We don't want that. All right. Now, let's start designing our missile. One thing we know is we're going to need enough fuel to get suborbital. We're not going to need enough fuel to get into an orbital, We just need to get out of the atmosphere because the idea is the satellite that's in orbit, right? He's cruising along in a regular orbit, and all we're going to do is we're going to come up and basically tee him off while the satellite we're shooting at is in flight. With anti-satellite missiles, it's kind of interesting because you would think the bullet you're shooting something with generally is traveling faster, but with satellites, it's the opposite. The satellite is traveling faster. We're just getting something up here for the satellite to run into. So yeah, that's the plan. First things first, let's get our upper stage because we need a control stage, right? Give it just a little bit of battery, just a little bit of gyroscope, and make it nice and small. We don't need a lot of control power here. We don't need a big engine. Make this guy nice and small as well. We're just doing fine tuning with this. That's fine. Yep. I'll make it maybe a little bit bigger. And then make this tank nice and small. Oh, that's not what we wanted. There we go. Okay, so this will be our upper stage for our kinetic kill vehicle. Now we need a command and control. Where is it? Here it is. Okay, we're going to need some RCS nozzles because we're going to need to be able to control this thing in flight and be able to make basically little fine-tuned adjustments as we go. I'm going to make these nice and small, like really small. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, four-way symmetry. And honestly, you know what? Let's scrap that. 4 here, copy. 4 there. And then do 2 and 2 on the top and bottom. Okay, so we're not going to even use an actual engine. We're just using these little monopropellant thrusters. We do not need that much thrust for this final stage. This is just going to be the last little bit of maneuvering before impact right here. So that's all our upper stage is going to be. We've got monopropellant in here. 40 kilograms is probably more than we need. We could even shrink this down more. This does not need to be big. Yeah, why not? We'll call it good at that. Okay, and good. I think that'll do us right there. Shift that down. Cool. So this is our upper stage for our little kinetic kill vehicle. 5. There we go. I'm going to paint these both the silver texture. That's it. That's all we're using for the actual the bullet. This is the bullet of our anti-satellite missile here. Next, we're going to add our inner stage. And we'll add our lower stage. I'm going to turn the auto resize off on both of these real quick. We'll throw a payload fairing because we do need a larger rocket to get it up out of the atmosphere and onto its trajectory. But the kill vehicle itself, the actual part that's going to hit the satellite, does not need to be very big. About there, we'll do. Slap a nose cone on. Cool. That'll be our main body. And honestly, we can make this longer. We could do just one stage because it's suborbital. We could just get away with one stage. Hockey puck versus $1 billion space vehicle. That's kind of the idea. I mean, we really don't need that much mass to knock a satellite out of space. Really, any collision in orbit is enough to disable a satellite. Okay, we got that. Let's put a mage engine. We'll start with the mage engine, but we're going to scale it down. I don't want to use a solid rocket booster because that's we're going to lose the ability to like control it for those final stages effectively. Tuck that in here. How much delta V does that give me? More than enough. More than enough. Honestly, that kind of does it. Like, yeah, I don't know if we need a whole lot more than this. We've got a battery. We've got RCS. We'll need something for guidance on the ground now that I think about it. So let's actually pull this real quick. I don't want to do another command disk, but we can add a gyroscope part. Let's see, here we go. An actual gyroscope part. Max that power out. Shoot. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on, go back. Turn off auto resize. Minimum size fuel tank. There. 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 Cool, 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 and done. Maybe give it a little gray band there. How's that look? How does that look? Do we like that design so far? It's basic. We'll come back and we'll make this a little prettier. I just want to make sure that this will work for the mission. We're going to launch from the desert launch pad because that seems appropriate. We'll give it a shot. We'll see if this works. Let's see. Are you using explosives or just kinetic energy? Bobcat. Very good question. Just kinetic energy. It is a kinetic kill vehicle. KKV. It's a whole concept. You can look it up on Wikipedia. Kinetic kill vehicles. The idea is that you are going so fast in space that you do not need anything more than to touch something to cause it to blow up. So we've got a list of targets we can pick from here. I want to see. We want someone in a relatively circular low Drew orbit. Here we go. So that's something right here. 100 kilometers up, Turn off craft orbits. Target this guy. Yeah, so this would be a decent target, right? So he's coming around right here. So what we're going to do, and this is just a test launch. No idea if this is going to work. Really not optimistic that this will work at all. Let's launch our rocket. Get going on a like normal trajectory. I'm going to point slightly north to get on a intercept course with him. And yeah, we timed this too late. Yeah, we timed this too late already. I can already tell that we're not where we want to be here. Okay, so this is way off from where we want to be. Let's relaunch this. Bad launch. Bad launch. Need to try that again. It's also not on it's not on the equator. Wait, is it on the equator? Hold on. Where did that guy go? We got a bunch of unnamed things to target. We could shoot at Plane Station. That could be fun. Is he on a equatorial orbit? He is. Is that lined up with the Drew Space Center? Oh, you know what? That's what it is. Okay, hold on. Relaunch from the Drew Space Center large pad. That's going to make things easier. Okay, I thought, for some reason, I was thinking that the desert launch pad is on the equator. It's not. It's south of the equator. Blah. All right, we got one vote for shooting at Plains Station. So we are going to shoot at Plains Station. I'm not going to save this for the record. So it's... I'm not going to save the file after I destroy the station, because that'd be mean. It'd be mean-spirited, and I don't want to be mean-spirited. But I am going to shoot at Plains Station here. Okay, so we see the closest point of approach here ahead of us. And my thought is that when this guy is above us on the launch pad is when we should launch. Putting it in unreasonable danger is a good idea. That's mean, but okay. All right, I see how it is. Okay. The game's confused about which one of these is actually the closest point of approach at this point. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and launch. And I realize my staging is jacked up, so I'm going to activate the engine separately. We're going to throttle up for a very strong initial launch, and then we're going to throttle down to maintain a more reasonable thrust-to-weight ratio. Let's see. How are we going to do this? So I'm doing this all manually. I'm sure, I'm 100% positive someone has written a Visi script for getting like an orbital terminal guidance. I'm not that advanced by any stretch of the imagination. All right, our missile is in space. And we burned out. Okay. So we really, this anti-satellite missile does not have the range to shoot at something that is in a like decently high orbit, because we ran out of gas right there, and now we are just floating. Let's see how much. Oh boy, this is gonna be a problem. I'm sure this is gonna be a problem. Turn that off real quick. Oh no. Am I going to have issues with this now? Yeah, I'm going to have issues with this now. Okay. So RCS is fighting a little bit more than I like it to. Which, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Is it overpowered? It might be overpowered. All right, back to the drawing board. You should try air launching it like how some anti-sats are launched. Yeah, I could. So let me think. The U.S. launched an anti-sat missile off of an F-15, and it worked. It was successful. So it's definitely possible to do that. I don't know if that is kind of in the scope of what I'm willing to try and do today, because that adds a layer of complexity that I'm not sure I'm capable of. Just be completely candid. That might be beyond my abilities here. In the meantime, we're gonna drop the power of our RCS there, so we've got less powerful RCS. I also decreased the power of the gyros. Usually when craft starts shaking like that, that's because you have too much power in your control system. We're going to make this missile... I don't know if we really need it to be that long, do we? No, it was at a good length as is. Let's go back down to 8 meters long for the main body. And we could probably shrink this in width. 0.5 meters, maybe? 0.5 seems like a good length. There we go. And then just make this nozzle bell a little shorter. And look at our thrust to weight ratio. We do not need that much of a thrust to weight ratio. It's a missile, so having a high thrust to weight ratio is nice, but we do not need it to be that high. I think this is a good starting point. What do you guys think? Should I change it at all? Is this a good place to start? We've got a decent amount of force here. Maybe some fins for added stability. It was pretty stable. I don't think we need fins. Most missiles like this wouldn't have fins. Rocket motor first stage. Well, that is a rocket motor first stage right now. Make the missile pointy. Round missiles are not scary. It must be pointy. I kind of like the rounded look for missiles. Most missiles actually are rounded. They're not pointed. Sided, it's good to see you. Hope you're having a good night tonight. All right. I think this is good. The real problem we're going to run into is my level of skill in being able to hit a satellite with a missile like this. This is going to be a skill challenge more than anything else. Solid rocket motor. No, I don't want to use a solid rocket motor because then I don't have the... I want to have the control to throttle this down. That's really what I'm concerned about, is not having enough control here. Is this guy equatorial? I'm going to switch to him real quick. We can maybe hit this guy. This is probably just space junk. I can't take control of it, so I assume this is space junk. This honestly might make a better target. We're going to rename this guy. Save 6-3, that's what it's called. Where is it? Save. Oh, it's not even a real craft. Okay. Yeah, we're going to target this guy because he's in a much more attainable orbit to hit. 300 kilometers over the surface. Not circular, but that's fine. Yes, Sided. The Dictator is a great movie. I agree. It's a good quote. All right, throttle up. Activate our engine. Throttle down. Well, let's gain a little bit more speed before we throttle down. And we're going to launch on a westward trajectory and try and run into it this way. Alright, throttle down. 400 meters per second and accelerating. Cool, we are on trajectory. We'll throttle up some more, get some more altitude. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright. Well, shoot. Lock prograde. Come on. Come on. Come on, get in there. Get back on there. There we go. Alright, we are back on course. We're running out of fuel pretty quick, though. And we have not achieved our target orbit yet. We're at 5. Yeah, we're going to be close. 1%. All right, geez. So we do not. We reduced our range on accident. Okay. Whoops, we reduced our range. What's our delta V? 3.66. All right, 5.5 was too much. We need to go to 5.55. Back. Oh, also, no gimbals required on this. We're getting rid of the gimbal here. That'll take some weight off. Make it a little smaller. What else can we do here? Well, I'm trying to think. That alone brings us up to 4 kilometers per second, which is better. We can make this a little stubbier. Reducing the height of this nose cone will make it more efficient. You should use a cluster ISS. Not clustering is for losers, and it helps performance. Like a cluster warhead, like multiple warheads. Is that what you're talking about? I'm not sure if I agree with that. I think precision is the name of the game here. Let's also stretch this out to 8.5. That gives us 4.10 kilometers per second. Oh, a cluster of engines. Oh. Maybe. We could try that. Let's shrink this guy down. And do smaller, more efficient engines. Is that what you're suggesting here? How about 4? You like 4? Oh, no. 4 weapons? I'm not going to use 4 weapons. What do you mean? Do you want me to use 4 engines or 4 weapons? I'm going to go with the engines for now. Let's see if the engines help at all. I bet they're not going to help. Yes, no. Having 4 engines does not make it better. Let's do this. 60% size will make the engine slightly smaller. Still big enough. 4.19 kilometers per second with a 2.12 thrust weight ratio. Almost 2 minutes of burn time. That's not bad. Let's go with does the bell nozzle bias anything? The delta nozzle is honestly pretty good, huh? Yeah. 2.10 with 4.17. Yeah, the delta's given us the best performance so far. We'll go with the delta nozzle for now. Actual ASATs use solid rocket motors. Yes, and actual ASATs are designed by actual aeronautical engineers. This is not my field of engineering. I know very little about, I really don't know that much about space travel. Just enough to play the video game, not enough to actually do the thing. I'm not a professional NASA engineer, so I'm not going to be designing a really efficient ASAT here. I think this was better. 4.2 kilometers per second. So that buys us another 800 meters per second of delta V. And we also did kind of screw that launch up a bit. So that probably ate into our total altitude a lot more. A lot more than it needed to. Let's throw some fins on it just to help prevent that from happening again. I do not want to flip around like that anymore. It was very annoying. They do not need to be big, and they're not going to have any control surface on them. These are just for stability. Let's try that. Let's see if this works. All right, going for the Mark III of my anti-satellite missile. Let's give it a shot. Early career mode crafts having 50 Goblin solid rocket motors. Yeah, that'd be a little intense. All right. Let's give her another go. Are we gonna go for the same target? Yes, let's go for the same target. I am gonna wait for oh, that wouldn't have worked at all. I just realized this guy is on a backwards orbit. Okay, that's kind of weird. I'm not sure if I want to target him anymore. How about this guy? Okay, this guy might be a little easier to target since he's going in the right direction. Yeah, let's shoot at this this guy instead. Okay. So, we're ready to go. I'm going to turn this on. Throttle up. We're off the pad. Give it a slight bank over now, early on. And let's build up some speed, shall we? Trying to get enough speed built up off the pad here. Also, the game's a little laggy right now because in the community system, someone built a vertical assembly tower down there with a lot of parts. And that's cool, and I'm not going to get rid of it because it's awesome. But it does make the game a little laggy on the launch pad. Alright, we're going to pitch over early. Oh, don't want to slow down. There we go. Alright. Reduce our throttle. Like so. Pitch over a little bit more. I want to get this little gray spaceship as close to that little gray satellite as close as I can. Okay, here we go. So here's the thing that we're running into, right? I want this guy, I want my closest point of approach to be at apoapsis. That'll be my most efficient trajectory, is having this guy at apoapsis. Okay. So we are a little early, I want to say. Yeah, we're a little early to the target here. So closest point of approach, 82 kilometers. Let's relaunch and try that again. I think we can hit it with this design. I think we can hit it with this design. We're just going to have to tweak that launch timing. I am sure there's a way to actually calculate the optimum time to launch a missile here. Which one? Which one do I want to target? Not that guy. Where is it? Lunacraft Heavy, I believe? Yes, that was it. Alright, we're targeting this guy right here. And we need to wait just a little bit longer before we launch. Let's quick save now so that it's easier to just quick load back to the launch pad here. Okay, so now I'm launching with my target almost directly overhead of us. Not quite, but he's right there. That's what we're shooting at. Let me widen my field of view a little bit. Got the narrowest field of view on. Let's go to 40. There we go. That's a little better. All right, throttle up. Select my engine, hit launch, missiles away. Let's start our pitch over 5 degrees this time. Target is currently 400 kilometers away. We're going to need to start building up speed to catch up to it. Okay, we are stretching out now. Burn more parallel. Okay, I think we were a little too late on the launch now. Maybe? I don't know. It's so hard to tell. Yeah, too late on the launch. All right, quick load. This is why we did the quick load or quick save there. Let's launch right away this time, as opposed to waiting that extra little bit. Let's see if launching right away gets us the timing we want. Missile away. There's our guy right here. Because we waited for him to be right about here last time. He is still way over there, 479 kilometers away. Might be better. Let's also turn off the monopropellant engines. Don't need them yet. Want a break from the ads? This rocket has an insane thrust-to-weight ratio. It is a missile. Yes, having a high thrust-to-weight ratio would make sense. It is a missile, not a actual payload launching rocket. So if you think about it, missiles, you want to have a higher thrust-to-weight ratio because you want to get up to speed as fast as possible, and you don't care about going all the way into orbit. So we don't need the best delta V. What we really need, is that high thrust-to-weight ratio. All right. And for some reason, we're pointing slightly south. I don't know how that happened. For whatever reason, we're traveling south. I don't know what that's all about. Weird. Because we should have been locked on an easterly heading the whole time. How about this? Quick load. What if we launch just straight up? Just straight up. Actually, this might make more sense for a vertically launched anti-satellite missile. If the missile passes right above you, wouldn't it make more sense just to launch straight up? Am I crazy? Let's try it. Let's see what launching straight up gets us. Oh, I know what I did wrong. Get back on course here. Yeah, we drifted off a little bit. That's fine. Alright. Missile's going nice and strong. There we go. Out of the physics range. Okay. So we need to... I know what we need to do. We need to launch earlier. That's gotta be it, right? Like, it's already past us by the time we're even close. So what I'm gonna let happen here, select this guy, we're gonna let it do an orbit. Maybe I was right in saying wait for the closest point of approach on the orbit line to be directly over us. That might actually have been the right instinct. Lock heading. Turn the engine on. Away we go. Is this what happens when you don't play Simple Rockets 2 for half a year? It has not been half a year. It has been 2 months. Excuse you. Was playing in February. Man, you go to sea for a month and a half. All of a sudden, you're just stupid. Just bad at the game now. Yeah, apparently this is what I am actually probably a little out of practice. Alright, now our target is actually 1,000 kilometers away. Really far away here. But I'm starting to like this trajectory a little bit more here. Alright, let's go... Is this the direction I want to be pointing? No. Never mind. Shoot. How hard is this? How hard is this to actually do? I ran out of fuel there that time, that's on me. That's my bad. What? What is the best way to go about this, huh? All right. While we're here, let's take a minute to... Can I... Is it even possible to get control of this thing? Oh my goodness. There we go. All right. All right. All right. No. Quick load. That's what we want to do. Am I trying to make the neat little KKVs? Yeah, that was actually what I was going for. But the PIDs are not cooperating with me that well. Maybe I should turn gyroscopes off completely and throttle down those thrusters even more. Maybe that's what we need to do. Okay. Lunacraft Heavy is still the target. Let's launch. All right, we're off the pad. I'm going to go back to doing a normal trajectory here. So start pitching over like we would normally on a launch. See if that gets us where we want to go. Throttle down. Why are we pointing that way? Why are we pointing south? Okay, hold on. Why are we pointing south? Okay, everything is lined up to point east. We're pointing south for no reason. What is going on here? Maneuver power is too high. Yeah, I agree. Okay. We need to go back to the drawing board here. We need to go back to the drawing board. We're having issues. It'd be interesting if you could see the orbit lines like in the normal view, not just map view. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? That could be cool. All right, we're going to bring this down to a whopping 10%. 10%. Yeah, all the way down. All the way down. You have lost your powerful privileges. We'll bring these down to 2.5. So these back thrusters will be at 1/4 power. Everything else is going to be at 1/10 power. If that doesn't fix the control issues, I don't know what will. Let's make this guy a little bit longer. Give this guy a little bit more oomph to compensate for that increase in size. Thrust weight ratio 4.19. Yeah, that's pretty good. 4.25, that's a little better. When in doubt, big orange button. No, we're not using the big orange button. We're not doing that. I feel like this should work. Everything in me is telling me this should work. And then it doesn't. Also, we're going to add a stage. I want the steering base to be here. Upper inner stage on the 3rd stage. Turn the auto off. I don't know. I don't know. This is a challenge. This is a challenge. This is harder than a rendezvous, like a normal orbital rendezvous. Because we're dealing with things that are going at 2 radically different velocities here. Tricky. This is tricky. This is real tricky. Save. No, where's my target? No, not that guy. That's mine. Lunacraft Heavy. Here it is. Okay. Let's start with it way over here. Quick save. Throttle up. Launch. And we fix the staging too. So that'll help a little bit. Alright, we're going. We're launched. Am I locked on too? I want to make sure I'm locked on. Yeah, we're locked on. Nice straight heading directly up. Inclination of the target is 0.25. Not really going to matter. We can adjust for that little inclination. Emma welcome to the live stream. It's good to see you. Oh, Stellar Suborbital here thinks I haven't thought of that. Welcome to 1/20th physics speed. That's my plan for the actual collision here. Is we're gonna slow down time so much that I can't have them phase through. Hopefully they won't. But that's the plan to help prevent that from happening. Am I too far ahead of it? Am I launching too early? Maybe that's the issue. No, that shouldn't be the issue. Throttle down a little bit. I think we might actually be a little too far ahead of it now. Okay. Let's point west. Good. That's good. That's where we want to be. Don't lock prograde. There we go. All right. Hold on. Let's do this. Pause the game. Add a burn node. Let's just add a burn node and see what we need to do to actually make this work. Okay, so we're too far ahead of it is what it is. We need to wait for it to get closer before we launch. That's easy enough to compensate for. ISTG, you had it before. I might have been I think I was a lot closer before with the timing of this. I think this guy's too far away. Let's wait a little bit for it to get closer. Let's say right here at its periapsis. Do another quick save. Throttle up, launch. And we're going to point westwards again for the same reason. Hear me out, just launch a giant space net. That'll do it. Just huge space net, catch him. Do a two-stage missile, not have this problem. I could. Like, if this fails, we'll do a two-stage missile. If this doesn't work, we'll do a two-stage missile. And we'll just have a very efficient low-thrust upper stage for maneuvering. No, we need to go farther. We need to go farther this way. Yeah. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go. Throttle down all the way. Basically point the target. Not that far. Not that far. Not that far. Not that far. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, 27 kilometers. That's pretty good. Deploy. Translate mode. Turn that on. That's much more controllable, too. Although we're chewing through monopropellant. These thrusters are still a little too intense. Oh, there we go. That fixed it right there. Perfect. Look at that. Turn the derivative down. Oh, neat. Okay. All right. I'm starting to be happy with how this is going for once. We're going to do a little rotation here with the gyroscope. Turn translate mode back on. Zoom in on my closest point of approach here. 6.7. All right, so we're just trying to get this number down nice and low. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Within almost within a kilometer now. Hold on. Reorient real quick. I want to go back to this orientation. I want to maintain this orientation here. Translate mode. 900, 800, 7, 6. Okay, that's about all we've got there. 3, 5. So all I'm doing now, to be clear, what I'm doing right now is I'm just using the translate controls of my RCS, and I'm just doing little bursts, and then I'll move in one axis, and if it moves the number down, then I'm going to keep moving in that axis till it stops moving the number down. So we're within 100 meters, 95, 86, 85. Okay, so now I keep going left. I'm going left, and it's going up, so I'm going to go back down. I'm going to go down 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10 meters, within 10 meters of the target. Okay, and it starts going back up there again. 15, 14, 13. All right, we're going to go 1/20th time speed for that extra precision. We're within 9 meters of the target. We're down to centimeters off, right? 3 meters. Within 2 meters. Within a meter of the target. Okay. We're 85 centimeters from the target on the closest point of approach. Let's quick save. This might be a collision right here. This might be what we were looking for. Look at that. All right, so we're drifting off a little bit, which is okay. I'm going to point prograde real quick. 28 seconds to impact. We've just got a couple seconds here to get this sorted out. So I'm going to... only got a few seconds here. 3, 2... The game is really struggling to figure out how far away the impact's going to be at this speed, because we're 100 kilometers away and 20 seconds from impact. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. All right. Time to slow down. At this point, we have to go 1/20th speed, or we will literally phase through the target. All right, we can literally see him right there. I can actually see the target. If this doesn't do it, I don't know if this is possible. That is as small of a CPA as I can get. We're 6 kilometers away, 1/20th speed, as slow as the game will let me take it. 5 kilometers out now. We're targeting the craft. If this doesn't do it, it's not going to happen. 2 kilometers away. It's getting bigger. What's our CPA still? Down to like 1 meter. If this doesn't do it, it won't happen. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. We did it. We did it. We did it. It hit. Not the massive explosion we were hoping for exactly, but hell yeah. We hit it dead on. Look at that. We destroyed the center tank here. That's it. That is a kill. That is 100% a kill. So that would add at the relative velocity there, They're going 3,000 meters per second. We were going 1,200 meters per second. Opposite directions. So 4,300 meters per second, close to 4,500 meters per second. Total, like, difference in velocity. So our relative velocities. That would be enough to explode it incredibly violently. But just the way that the game does physics, it did not cause a incredibly violent explosion. It just kind of like poof. That was pretty cool, though. Oh, hell yeah. All right, so anti-satellite missiles, 100% feasible. Yeah, kind of anticlimactic. There is one thing. All right, quick load. I was thinking maybe we could use XML. Maybe we could use XML to make that more violent, like increase the explosivity of the weapon. Here, we're gonna translate mode 0, lock prograde map. Okay. Let's see if we can replicate it. I want to see if, like, as long as we're within 2 meters, if we would have hit it. I think this one's a little bit more inaccurate. If this works, we're going to go back. I'm going to XML edit the monopropellant tank here. Because this has an explosive power of 1557. We can make that like 20,000. Or more. You know, we can make that explosive enough that it'll be interesting to watch. Yeah, okay, so yeah, at normal speed, we just glitch right through it. They're going so fast that the game, like, doesn't even register a collision. That is super cool. All right, let's XML edit this thing. Everyone give Delta Lead a like. Yes, everyone should like this video. If you're watching this video right now, hit the like button on the live stream. Like this video. You should do that. And if you're watching the recording of the live stream, still hit the like button. Y'all got to hit the like button so other people see it. Nova's quantum tunneling. Yes, it's basically quantum tunneling. That's pretty much what it is, honestly. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna open up the Tinker panel. We're gonna go edit hidden properties, damage, style, texture, no, configure, explosiveness, 100. Oh no, that was. All right, I'm gonna let you guys figure out why that was too much. Pause the live stream and look at that if you need to. That was too much. Apparently 10 was the wrong number to put there. Double? Gee whiz, okay. Let's do 5. Let's do 4. That's enough explosive power. All right. I don't know. Go big or go home. Do we want to take this all the way? I said 4. Let's do 10. Because that gives us an explosive power of whatever this number is. I put in 100 earlier, and that gave us an explosive power of infinity. Probably not not what we're going for here. This might break the game. Dude, I'm not going to do that. I'm just not doing that. All right. Okay, we're going to choose a normal amount of explosive power here. Oh, and we need to wait for another pass. Okay, and right about there. Good. That should do for our lineup. Lock, launch. Let's do 2 billion. Yeah, I don't. Okay. I assume that the explosiveness XML is like a multiplier on top of whatever the already, like the baseline explosiveness of the part is. And that's why it was so high. I have to assume that's what was causing it. Okay, exact same launch. Maybe slightly earlier. Maybe slightly earlier. Pitch over. I'm not really sure. 100%. Yeah, okay. This is where we want to be. We're just going to let this go. Okay. CPA of like 10 kilometers. Separate. Translate. Pull up the nav ball. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Derivative, bring down. There we go. Translate mode off. Rotate to a normal attitude. Translate mode on. Okay. So I'm going to make this steeper. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 kilometer. Okay, we are 1 kilometer off. Now I just need to work our way in. So we're within a kilometer, 400 meters, 200 meters. Within 100 meters. Okay. We are at the point where I need to slow down time again. 15, 14, 15, 5, 4, 3. All right, that is our collision right there. So that's actually, okay, now that I figured out like what we need to do to get that collision to occur, that is not that hard to line up. You just need to get these two close together. Once you get it within 20 kilometers, just little adjustments with the motors here, the RCS motors, is plenty to get on target. We're going to adjust prograde real quick. Oh, I got to reestablish target. We changed our attitude here. Now I've got to reacquire. There we go. All right, we're going to turn off RCS so that we can't affect our velocity anymore, and we're just going to let it happen. All right, we are on our way back to the target again. Same nonsense as before, but this time we're going to have a bigger boom. Also, hold on, let's bring this back real quick. I feel like we've drifted a little bit here. 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. There we go. I want it to be fluctuating between 1 and 2 meters. Two, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. There we go. There's our 0. Turn those off. All right. Come on. Give me the money. Give me the money. 5 kilometers, and closing in on the target, this time with enough explosiveness to wipe out a city, at least. That's a big number for the explosiveness. 2 kilometers out. One kilometer. Here we are. We are... Yeah, we're definitely going to hit him. Oh! There we go. There we go. Hold on. Help. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah. That's a big enough explosion, I think. Holy cow. Let's move away from Drew a little bit here. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's collision right there. Antimatter tipped kinetic kill vehicle. Oh no, this is going to change the climate a little bit, I think. Woo! That's an explosion. All right. Well, that did it. That definitely did it. The entire universe is literally trembling. I think we hit it. I think we killed it. I don't think that actually broke the thing either. The game is we're simply moving too fast for the game to actually render damage, because the thing's still there. But hell yeah, that's an explosion to remember right there. What on earth? Okay, so I think we set the explosiveness. Hold on, end flight. Undo and exit. Okay. We set it to 10, right? That was 10. So this part on its own, let's go to the Tinker panel, edit hidden properties, configure. Yeah, explosiveness to 1 gives us an explosive power of 21,000. That's with an explosiveness of 1. I gave it an explosiveness of 10, which gives us whatever that number is. Realistically, 1.5... 3? 3 would have probably done it. Sun teleported to the upper atmosphere for a few seconds. Yeah, it's a bit bigger than normal. All right, guys. I think that's going to be it for the live stream tonight. Tonight was a short one. I honestly don't have as much time as I used to for doing content like this. So I was able to do the live stream tonight. But hey, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm glad so many of you were able to come and watch. Thank you again, Nova, for that donation. That means so much to me. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for supporting the channel. I hope the rest of you guys have a good night. I plan on doing more videos and live streams in the next couple of weeks. So keep your eyes out for them. We'll be doing some more fun stuff as well. And I will be more active on my Discord if you want to see me there. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your nights, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, y'all.